Hello, my name is Andrea Torres Fernandes, and this is my calculus for Business and Social Science final project. My business, Bright and Able, is a new organization designed to help younger generations recognize that they are truly bright and capable. With global educational performances at historic lows, our mission is to strengthen students' confidence, literacy, and overall academic growth. Bright and Able aligns with Sustainability Development Goal number 4, which focuses on ensuring quality education for all. Today, more than 200 million children and adolescents lack basic educational proficiency. According to the United Nations, 272 million youth were out of school in 2023, and only 58% of primary students met basic reading standards, while just 44% reached minimum proficiency in math. These numbers highlight an urgent need for accessible, effective educational support. Bright and Able aims to raise global proficiency rates by offering high-quality tutoring regardless of economic background. Our approach uses elasticity-based pricing to keep tutoring affordable while maintaining sustainable enrollment and revenue. This supports our goal of expanding literacy rates and educational access for students who need it the most. This is the business logo and business advertisement that I have created to support our company's goals. Derivatives in calculus help us understand how economic quantities change and how those changes influence pricing and demand. They allow businesses to calculate marginal revenue and elasticity of demand, which shows how sensitive customers are to price shifts. Elasticity helps us determine the best price, the expected quantity demanded, and the maximum revenue a business can achieve. I chose specifically derivatives for elasticity and revenue because they allow me to mathematically identify the optimal price, predict enrollment, and estimate realistic revenue for Bright and Able. Understanding how responsive demand is to price changes helps create pricing strategies that remain affordable while supporting long-term educational growth. I also learned how calculus connects to broader economic concepts relevant to Bright and Able, such as cross-elasticity, elasticity of supply, and income elasticity. These ideas reveal how pricing relationships, production flexibility, and income levels influence demand. Together, they help guide Bright and Able in designing programs that remain accessible, sustainable, and responsive to real-world economic conditions. This is my data, which shows that when the price charged is 10, the predicted quantity of students is 158. When the price is 15, the predicted quantity of students is 142, and so on. In this case, the input is a price X value, and the output is a predicted number of students who will enroll. This output value would be the Y value, and it is in correlation to the regression equation. This is a window I use to display all values clearly, and next to it is the scattered plot with the labeled axis. The regression equation shown in the exact model I received, which rounds to the linear equation Q of P equals 190 minus 3.2x. The questions I created for this problem are: find the elasticity of demand function. What is the elasticity of demand at a price of 10? What is the elasticity of demand at a price of 25? Using the elasticity of demand function, what is the best price per tutoring package? And once you find the best price, find the quantity and maximum revenue at that price. Again, this is my scatter plot with the window below it and the linear regression with the graphed points beside it. These are my solutions to the question. For problem A, I used elasticity formula, found the derivative of the regression equation, and substituted it to obtain the elasticity of demand function. For problem B, plugging in the price of 10 gives an elasticity of 0.20. Since this value is less than 1, demand is inelastic, meaning students are not very sensitive to price changes, so the advice is to raise the price. For problem C, substituting 25 gives an elasticity of 0.73, which is still inelastic, so the recommendation remains to raise the price. For problem D, setting the elasticity function equal to 1 allowed me to solve for the best price to maximize revenue, which is $29.69. For problem E, I substituted this price into the regression equation to find the predicted number of students, then multiplied the best price by the quantity to find the maximum revenue, which is $2,820.55. These are my solutions written in the context of the problem. Finally, from this project, I learned how pricing and demand influence environmental impacts through resource use, how they shape social access to tutoring, and how elasticity supports smart economic decision-making by showing how price, demand, and revenue work together to keep a program sustainable. Thank you.